Our tale of the tape presented by Bucked Up Energy Drink. This fight for the BKFC 145-pound world title. The champion Kai Stewart versus Brian Durant.
Saw 1 inch reach difference, or height difference, exactly the same reach. A little bit bigger fist for Durant, has nothing to do with it. Whoever comes out there and executes their game plan gonna win this.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now set for the main event. Scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds for the undisputed BKFC World Featherweight Championship. Presented to you by Bucked Up Energy Drink. Get bucked up. Sanctioned by the Florida State Boxing Commission. Assistant Director Casey Lawson. Coordinator in attendance Terry Villazon. The 3 judges scoring our championship main event: Mark Streisand, John Rupert, Eliseo Rodriguez. And the 3rd man inside the squared circle, our referee in charge of the action at the bell, Andrew Glenn. And now, with our bare knuckle fans watching live worldwide on the BKFC app and Fubo Sports, from the history-making, sold-out Hard Rock Live, fight fans of Hollywood, let's knuckle up! Introducing you first, fighting out of the red corner. Tonight he wears black trimmed in multicolor. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall. His official weight, an even 145 pounds. He holds an unblemished, undefeated BKFC record at 6-0. Fighting out of Miami, Florida, by way of MONTANTA, Cuba. Here is the undefeated challenger, Brian El Gallo Durant. And across the ring, his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. Tonight he wears white and gold. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall. His official weight, 144 1/2 pounds. He also holds an undefeated BKFC record at 5-0. Here is the undefeated, undisputed BKFC World Featherweight Champion, fighting out of Great Falls, Montana, King Kai Stewart.
Brian Durant told us, I have no doubt that Kai Stewart will keep rushing forward, trying to clinch. I'm going to throw big uppercuts against his forward pressure. Round number 1. White trunks for the champion Kai Stewart, black trunks for the challenger Brian Durant. To the inside, there's the level change. Both fighters down. Double slip obviously ruled as such by referee Andrew Glenn. On the reset. Good pressure from Stewart, looking for the entry. And staying patient on the outside, circling. Nice left hand from Stewart. Double change again to the inside. There's the counter right hand from Durant. Of course, you can just see Durant trying to time the right hand on the entries of Kai Stewart. Stewart again to the inside off the right hand. Left hook just off the mark from Durant. The fighter swinging big. Early stages of this world title fight main event. There's the right hand. There's that rear right uppercut from Durant on the entry. Stewart now with the left hand.
Watch the fingers, watch the fingers.
Left on both fighters, watch the fingers on the inside. Big right hand from Durant.
Kai Stewart's having big trouble getting in. Durant is landing hard shots each time he tries to make entry.
So continuing to move his feet. Glenn sitting back patiently, trying to time those entries. Hard entry from Kai Stewart. 35 seconds remaining round 1. Big right hand in the left left hand from Duran.
I'm really impressed with Kai Stewart's ability to take these shots.
On the right hand, and that's ruled a slip. Right back to it. Left hand from Kai Stewart. 20 seconds remaining round one. Stewart switching stances. Too orthodox from southpaw. The chant of Gaio in favor of Brian Duran. Right hand, there's the left hand from Stewart. Left hand, big left hand, and reply from Duran right to the body. That ends round number one.
Round two. Good left hand landed, didn't land totally clean. Kai was able to avoid the real power, but he got hit.
Round number two. Good pressure again from Kai Stewart. Hard jab to the chest from Brian Duran. Duran told us in our fighter meeting he would be patient. He's exhibiting excellent patience to this point. Stewart told us he would keep coming in. He has treated his word as well. Left hand just off the mark from Duran.
Still, Kai Stewart not able to get in and dictate the pace. Be heavy on that head like he normally is. Where is the point at? He's not able to,
Left hand, and that sends Brian Duran to the canvas.
clean knockdown. Oh, no,
There's a slip, a push by Alfredo Angulo. No knockdown. 80 seconds remaining round two. Duck under from Kai Stewart. The left hand. Stewart to the mid-range.
You see Kai Stewart starting to get more confident.
Stewart on the left-hand entry. Stewart switching stances again. Jab to the body. Duran on the back step, taking himself to the corner cushion. Duran just missing with the right hand. Reset center circle. 50 seconds remaining round two. Big left hand from Duran. Stewart on the duck under into the clinch. Right hand to the body. Turning his back is Brian Duran. Andrew Glenn telling Brian Duran, you cannot turn your back. MMA is a 360-degree sport. Bare knuckle is a 180-degree sport.
You can tell Brian Duran has slowed down considerably in this round.
And this is the push by Stewart. Now a right hand, another right hand from Duran. The left hand. Final seconds, round number two. Good entry on the left hand from Stewart, and the jab right back from Duran. Left hand entry again from Kai Stewart. Heavy pressure forward. Into the clinch, we move to round three.
In that round, you can definitely see Kai Stewart weaponizing that pace.
Moment of controversy in round number two. There was the left hand, but that was not ruled as a knockdown by referee Andrew Glenn. Look at the positioning of Andrew Glenn. He's a world-class referee, but he was on the backside.
And that is extremely unfortunate for Kai Stewart because that was a clean knockdown.
I'm Andrew Glenn's biggest fan. He's such a great referee and a great person. He was on the backside.
More importantly, to me, in that round was how Brian Duran slowed down considerably. Kai Stewart really started to pick him apart at the end of that round. It almost seems at the end, Brian Duran was going just throwing one punch, trying to land that big knockout. It's going to be difficult with Kai Stewart with that in and out motion.
To round number three. Taking himself backwards, looking to counter against the forward pressure. The duck under from Kai Stewart to the inside, eluding that right hand of Duran. And getting through. Stewart again to the inside, lands his own right hand, there's the left hand through. The jab from Duran, chest to chest, straight right hand. Both fighters continuing to swing big and accurately. Again, you see the footwork, open chest, switching stances, left hand. On the duck under overhand right. 15 remaining round three. And blood across the left eye of Kai Stewart. Stewart, drive forward pressure. South corner by Andrew Glenn for the push.
A few more punches being thrown, but a lot more landed for Kai Stewart.
Stewart literally running into the clinch. 50 seconds remaining, round 3. Mouthpiece out. Mouthpiece right back in. Glenn, another soft winner with Kai Stewart. Do not push. Left hand. Glenn sitting back on the ropes, looking to counter the entries, and he does there. Stewart hard on the entry with the right hand. Left hand through. Big right hand from Kai Stewart. Stewart, good turn from Duran, landed the right hand. Stewart back on the entry. Clock very late here in round number 3. This is our main event for the BKFC World Title. The champion Kai Stewart versus the undefeated challenger Brian Duran. Next up, round 4.
And Sean, this fight is everything we were hoping it would be. These guys are banging, going at it the entire time. I am really impressed with Kai Stewart's ability to take a punch. I know Duran didn't think he could eat his power. He has so far, and he continues to throw back immediately. This is a great fight.
Okay, breathe deep, breathe deep, okay? All you got to do is weather the next 2. We got the knockdown, we're in. You know what I'm saying? So breathe deep. You don't have to take any chances, brother. You're the fucking champ, right? You're the champ.
Thinks
He's
they
got
got
to
a
come take it
knockdown.
from you, and he does not have the fucking energy.
Yeah, break him. You got the best conditioning in the world. Let's turn it up.
Listen to me.
Let's turn it up. You're fine.
I want you in and out, okay? In and out. Control that clinch on the way out too, okay? Control it in, control it out. Go in and out and make him waste his energy. He doesn't have shit left for you. He doesn't have nothing. Okay?
Very impressed with Brian Durant's ability to be tired and still throw with power.
Break him. Break
He's
him.
dangerous the entire time.
Round number 4. Good step. From scratch for Kai Stewart. Now the forward pressure from Stewart as he switches to southpaw from orthodox. Lands the left hand. And sitting on that right hand from orthodox. Heavy entry from Kai Stewart to the body.
Step back.
Stewart, a theatrical step. That was as a diversion. Left hook just off the mark from Duran. Under overhand right.
So clever, so tricky with those entries. So hard to deal with this Kai Stewart.
Left hook, lands from Duran. Now the left hook, right hand. Stewart comes back, lands his own left hand. Another long jab from Kai Stewart.
Duran thought every time he landed those power punches, Kai Stewart would not be able to deal with it. He has so far.
Kai Stewart continually switching stances. Switching stances, switch steps, switching stances on cue there. Duran. Chris, who fights like this in BKFC? Other than Kai Stewart, the answer is absolutely no.
So difficult to fight this style. He's constantly on you, pushing you backwards, making you tired. Hard to be the guy when you're that tired.
40 seconds remaining, round 4. On the right hand. Stewart, big right hand. And that is ruled as a clean knockdown. Here comes the mandatory 8 count given to Duran by Andrew Glenn. It will be a long mandatory 8 as Kai Stewart moves out of the neutral position.
You see Kai Stewart in motion. I'm breaking him. That's what he just did.
Final seconds, round number 4. It's officially the lone knockdown in this fight. Side headlock from Duran. This is with the right hand. Duran, big right hand of his own. Counter right hand from Kai Stewart on the left hand. We move to the 5th and final round.
Just what Kai said, he's starting to break him. He feels like that pace is finally paying dividends. Duran is tired, but he's still dangerous, Sean. Every time he throws a punch, he throws it with bad intentions. And really, you have no idea what these judges saw the first 3 rounds, because there was a knockdown that wasn't called, so it could be much closer than we think. Good right hand landed by Kai Stewart. Earned that knockdown. And look at Kai, he's over there dancing. This guy is not tired. Phenomenal athlete, phenomenal cardio.
Chris, as a combat sports judge, you are taught, even if you believe it was a knockdown, If the referee said it wasn't, you cannot rule it as such and invert that. If you think it was the other way, you can't give a knockdown if the referee said no. You have to go as a judge with what the referee determines. That clear cut.
I'm not sure what Kai Stewart is saying right now. Man, he's talking to Brian Durant.
Kai Stewart, presumably a 10-8, round number 4, dropping Brian Durant, but that stands as officially the lone knockdown in this fight. Fifth and final round. Both fighters have gone all out to this point. There's the jab to left hand. Both fighters have certainly had their moments. Left hand, hands on the canvas, and that's ruled as knockdown number 2. It is not, it is ruled as a slip. No protestation from Kai Stewart.
Kai Stewart doesn't protest. He just says, let me get back and go to action and start working this guy.
If Andrew Glenn had ruled that that was a legal punch, Brian Durant touching the canvas with both hands, that would have been a knockdown. Right hand from Kai Stewart. Big right hand from Durant. Both fighters into the clinch. Right hand from Durant on the separation.
This is where Durant feels like he has his best chance. He's got to get a knockdown here.
Level change for Kai Stewart, right hand. Durant talking to Stewart. 55 seconds remaining in our world title fight main event. Switch of stances again for Stewart. Shot headlock draws, but quick separation and restart from Andrew Glenn.
Durant trying to throw one more heavy punch, land one more clean shot. It feels like he can change the tide of this fight.
Stewart coming forward. Swing and a miss from Kai Stewart. Sent to the body. Durant again sitting back on the right hand. Trying to time the entry. Right hand on the exit from Durant. Stewart relentless in his forward pressure. Chest to chest. Stretch drive now. Left hand, right hand. There's the 10-second clock. Right hook to the body from Durant. Stewart coming forward. Overhand right. The bell. That is the end of our main event.
After completing the scheduled 5 championship rounds, our judges at ringside are all in agreement at 49-44 to the winner by unanimous decision. And still undefeated, undisputed BKFC World Featherweight Champion, King Kai Stewart.
Wow, I love the sportsmanship. That's what we love to see. What a fight. I just talked to David Feldman. He said fight of the night right there. Let's go ahead and end the suspense right now. Congratulations, Kai. That's your second title defense. You come in here, like I said, public enemy number 1, but then by the end of the fight, you guys are embracing. You see the respect. He gave you a war tonight here in Fort Lauderdale.
Well, first and foremost, Florida, your boy is tough as. You guys were loud, you guys were rowdy, and it was one hell of a show. This is a beautiful arena, and I can't wait to come back. Y'all are blessed, baby.
Listen, man, I don't know what sort of gas they got up there in Montana, my friend, but my God, I mean, you just kept coming. It was the same pace from round 1 to round 5. Is it the conditioning you feel like at the end of the day that gets you through these?
Absolutely, and that right there is the DL difference, baby. Shout out DL Training Systems. Shout out Brady Heastan, he's the dog. And, you know, Montana's the best, baby.
Well, listen, somebody else has appeared. A new challenger has appeared inside of the squared circle. I believe you know him very well. Mr. Jimmie Rivera. It looks like that's who we got next. Jimmie Rivera, Kai Stewart for that featherweight champion. You got one message to that man right now.
I almost couldn't see him because he's so damn short, but Lil Jim, I guess you deserve it. It's gonna be your time to celebrate your pension because you're done when we fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's your next matchup for the featherweight champion of the world, but let's give it up. And still, King Kai Stewart.
unbelievable performance for Kai Stewart. Showed so much air, showed how he can take a punch, he can push the face. This guy just keeps getting better. I don't see anybody beat this guy for a long time, so.
Full credit to Brian Duran, pulling himself off of the canvas, going hard for all 5 rounds, tried to time the entries, but full credit to Kai Stewart, his second successful world title defense of the BKFC featherweight strap. Kai Stewart relentless with his forward pressure, walking through punches, landing dominant on the inside to victory. In our main event of the evening, the winner by way of unanimous decision, Kai Stewart defeats Brian Duran.
Welcome to the new BKFC app. Get monthly BKFC events for $7.99.
This is the best show in combat sports.
Enjoy our all-new library of content, including behind-the-scenes access, exclusive BKFC original series, and additional live bare-knuckle fights from around the globe. Knuckle up with the new BKFC app, only $7.99 per month. Brace yourself for the world's most exciting combat sport. Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship is back Saturday, November 9th. In the main event, the undefeated and outspoken world champ King Kai Stewart defends his title against a combat sports vet who has his eyes set on the world title, Jimmie El Terra Rivera. In the co-main event, it's Alfredo Angulo versus Julian Lane, plus 10 other bare knuckle fights. Watch history unfold live only on DAZN. Sign up now at DAZN.com.
The numbers presented by Bucked Up Energy for our main event in the lightweight division. Jimmie Rivera versus Daniel Strauss.
One of those strange situations, Sean. Strauss has a 4-inch height advantage. However, Jimmie Rivera a 2-inch reach advantage. Both guys, everything else very similar.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now set for the main event. Scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds in the lightweight division. Presented to you by Bucked Up Energy Drink. Get Bucked Up. Sanctioned by the Mohegan Tribe Department of Athletic Regulation. Chairman of the Mohegan Tribe, James Gessner. President of Sports Entertainment, Tom Cantone. And our ringside supervisor, Mike Mazzulli. The 3 judges scoring our main event, Glenn Feldman, Don Trella, and Tom Caruso. And the 3rd man inside the squared circle, our referee in charge of the action at the bell, Big Dan Mergliata. And now, for the first time, with our bare knuckle fans watching live worldwide on the BKFC app and Fubo Sports, from the world famous Mohegan Sun Arena, fight fans of the great state of Connecticut, it's time to knuckle up! Introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner, tonight he wears black. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall. His official weight, an even 151 pounds. He is a true MMA veteran of 36 fights, and tonight steps into the squared circle for the 2nd time. He is a 2-time MMA featherweight world champion, fighting out of Deerfield Beach, Florida. Here is Daniel Strauss. And across the ring, his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. Tonight he wears red trimmed in blue and white. He stands 5 feet 4 inches tall. His official weight, an even 150 pounds. He himself is an MMA veteran of 28 fights and holds a BKFC record of 1 victory opposite a single defeat with 1 fight even. He is the fighting pride BKFC, New Jersey, here is Jimmie Rivera.
Daniel Straus told us, I'm going to win this fight by being more technical, being more skillful, and being more masterful than Jimmie Rivera. Both men up to scratch. Round number one. Red, white, and blue trunks for Jimmie Rivera. Solid black trunks for Daniel Straus. Slight forward pressure, off the jab. There's the step-in right hand from Rivera. Heavy feint left hand. Check left hook, lands from Straus.
Rivera makes it so difficult with that very low squatty stance. He's hard to hit.
Rivera 5'4". Straus is 5'8". Overhand left, big to the body. Nearly big to the head from Rivera. Good pull from Straus.
That's what Rivera does. He goes to the body. Opens
Pressure from Straus on the left hand again.
Break, no strikes, please.
Separation ordered, received. Referee Dan Mergliotta. Feint on the level change. Clever. The two to the body from Rivera. Left hook. Big body work now from Rivera.
That's what he does well. Right to the body. Look at those rights, lefts. Both combinations. Beautiful body work right there.
Feint on the step in. There's the jab from Straus. Left hook lands from Daniel Straus. 45 seconds remaining. Round number one of our main event. We're in the lightweight division. Two A-listers in MMA here in BKFC. Big to the body again. First with the right, then the left hook goes Jimmie Rivera. Tie and tight for Straus. Feinting on the entry. There is that soft jab that Rivera told us about that he thought that Straus will use to stand up the powerful left hand from the southpaw stance.
And that's the thing with those body shots. When you start landing them early and often, the hands drop. You got to protect that body, and that's when those upper ones, just like that right there, those land because you're worried about the body punches.
There was a naked right hand to the body that landed just before the bell. We move to round two.
All right, ready. Buckle up.
Round number two underway. There again, the naked two, the naked right hand to the body. He's continuing to land that punch, Chris. Does it again on cue on this step in. Rivera's timing has been phenomenal to this point. Straus on the parry. Rivera again to the body. See the hand fighting? In the break, ordered receive from Dan Mergliotta. Overhand right, left to the body, more big body shots now. From the top one goes Jimmie Rivera. Straus on the double unders looking to turn.
A lot of body work being done by Rivera there. Beautiful sequence for him.
Straus took those punches exceedingly well. Walked back to the center circle as though he could not be bothered in the least.
But you can't keep taking those shots.
Right hand. Straus off the jab. Straus, there's the left hand on the duck under. Heavy to the inside comes Daniel Straus. That's what Jimmie Rivera talked about, negating the Straus clinch on smart exits. "35 seconds remaining, round two. Rivera on the overhook right hand on the exit. Straus coming forward again off the long jab. Big exhale from Rivera. He's now cut corner of his left brow. See the feint steps from Straus. Rivera once more to the body, then to the head with the right hand. Step in left hand from Straus. That was clever. Get to the inside again, the left hand. The punch lands on the exit. Exploding back to the inside is Straus before the bell. That ends round number two. Called Knuckle up from Dan Mergliotta, round number three. See the feint steps again for Straus. Get to the body, goes Rivera. Three-punch combination. Left just misses from Strauss trying to mirror the hips of Jimmie Rivera. Stiff jab from Daniel Strauss. Again to the body with the left hand goes Rivera.
Such a rarity that we see a guy who lands more to the body than to the head, but I think we might have it going on in this fight.
15 remaining, round 3. Rivera again to the body. Chris, this is the bare knuckle equivalent of constant leg kicks in Muay Thai or MMA.
Exactly.
They add up those body shots, and Rivera continuing to land to the body of Daniel Strauss. Just like that on cue with the right hand.
Every time you're out of position, he's going to throw to the body. Eventually, those hands are going to drop a little bit more, and Strauss is going to be wide open for a right hand upstairs.
Strauss to the inside, the push away to create distance. 35 seconds remaining, round 3. Strauss continues to feint, continuing to stick out the right hand on the jab from the southpaw stance, loading up that powerful left hand.
He's trying to get him, but it's so difficult against Rivera. He ducks down underneath all your shots.
Back unders from Strauss on the Rivera hooks. Again, forward pressure from Daniel Strauss. Next up, round 4. Round number 4. Right hand again, that naked 2 to the body. That punch has been there for him, Chris.
More punches being thrown and landed for Rivera. Great percentage, almost 70%.
Our strike stats presented all evening long by a bucked up energy drink. Left hand from Strauss.
There's that head movement by Rivera, just ducking, moving just out of the way.
Rivera in the clinch. On the overhook, both fighters throwing to the body. Now the separation from Mergliata. Slight swelling now to Rivera's left eye. And again to the body from Jimmie Rivera. Rivera's landing to the body. Strauss is taking these body shots exceedingly well, but they are still landing and scoring.
I love Rivera throws that right hook almost to the outside of the body. Then he throws a straight right down the pipe. Follows with that left hook. You never know where those body punches are coming from. They guarantee they are coming.
Just like that, the left hook. This is some of the best body work we have ever seen in Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship from Jimmie Rivera to this point in the fight. But make no mistake, Daniel Strauss still very much in our main event.
We talked about it earlier that is one of the best things that we've seen from Rivera, that inside pocket body work, and he's continuing to impress.
From the halftime point, Strauss resetting, coming forward. And the feint step from Daniel Strauss. Rivera to the body once more, 3-punch combination. 15 seconds remaining, 4th round. Clean entry punches from Strauss. One of his better sequences in this fight, now driving Rivera's back against the ring ropes. From the center circle on the reset, we move to the 5th and final round. Sporting touch of hands from both men. 5th and final round underway. Jimmie Rivera versus Daniel Strauss.
And there's that double jab, stepping outside. Just a matter of time until he throws that 2.
Rivera gets to the body, now Strauss to the body on the turn. Good upper body wrestling from both men in the clinch.
And it looks like Strauss has a sense of urgency. He knows he's down.
Strauss definitely coming forward with more purpose, more aggression, lands the left hand. Bigger swings now from Daniel Strauss.
Rivera is so difficult to hit. He knows he's ducking down. He's throwing these uppercuts. They're just missing.
Strauss looking for the entry. 1:15 remaining, 5th and final round. Rivera double unders to get the separation, creating the distance. Right hand. Strauss on the 1-2, and he landed the 2 flush. Left hook, Strauss definitely starting to open up, really turn over his punches here in the 5th and final round.
Like he knows frustrating guy to fight is Rivera.
30 seconds remaining in our main event. Strauss coming forward again on the heavy front shoulder. Underhook left hand, another smart exit from Jimmie Rivera. His entries have been on point, his exits have been on point. Left hand again, double left hand from Rivera. Strauss coming forward again with the left hand, locked into that right to the body from Rivera. Final seconds of this fight, into the clinch, another left hand, double unders from Rivera, driving pressure, Strauss against the ropes, and that ends our main event.
What a performance by Rivera. What a frustrating fight for Strauss. He's a phenomenal fighter. Did a lot of good things, but I mean, Rivera's so hard to hit when he keeps that head low, when he's moving, when he's ducking. It's just nearly impossible. We just have to time this guy. That's where, if you can grab that head and try and land an uppercut, that's one of your best chances of landing a shot against a guy with head movement like that.
Ladies and gentlemen, after completing the scheduled 5 rounds in our main event, here are the score totals from our judges at ringside. Judge Treya, 50-45. Judge Carasone, 48-47. And Judge Feldman, 50-45. To the winner, by unanimous decision, Jimmie Rivera!
Let the family celebration officially begin for Jimmie Rivera. 5-0, 5-0, 3-2 from the 3 Mohegan judges' scorecards, all in favor of Jimmie Rivera. Phenomenal entries, exits, and beautiful body work throughout. The winner, by way of unanimous decision, Jimmie Rivera defeats Daniel Strauss.
Welcome to the new BKFC app. Get monthly BKFC events for $7.99.
This is the best show in combat sports.
Enjoy our all-new library of content, including behind-the-scenes access, exclusive BKFC original series, and additional live bare-knuckle fights from around the globe. Knuckle up with the new BKFC app, only $7.99 per month. Brace yourself for the world's most exciting combat sport. Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship is back Saturday, November 9th. In the main event, the undefeated and outspoken world champ King Kai Stewart defends his title against a combat sports vet who has his eyes set on the world title, Jimmie El Terra Rivera. In the co-main event, it's Alfredo Angulo versus Julian Lane, plus 10 other bare knuckle fights. Watch history unfold live only on DAZN. Sign up now at DAZN.com.
In the welterweight division, Murat Kazgan versus Julian Lane.
Weird thing here, Sean. Both guys the same height, however, a significant 7-inch reach advantage for Julian Lane. He's going to want to utilize that because Kazgan, he's already stated he wants to get inside to do damage. Julian Lane's got to make him pay when he tries to.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now set for the main event. Scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds in the welterweight division. Presented to you by OnlyFans. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner. Tonight he wears black and red. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall. His official weight, 170.2 pounds. He is a true bare knuckle fighting veteran of 13 fights. Here is the all-time exciting bare knuckle fighter, fighting out of Mansfield, Ohio, Julian "Let Me Bang" Lane. And across the ring, his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. Tonight he wears white and gold. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall. His official weight, an even 166 pounds. He holds an undefeated BKFC record at 1-0. Fighting out of Istanbul, Turkey. Here is the undefeated Murat Lord Pitbull Kazgan. And our referee in charge of the action, Andrew Glenn.
Murat Kazgan told us Julian Lane is tough, but he's also very predictable. Kazgan said, I will absolutely not be predictable. Round number 1. White and gold trunks for the Turkmen Kazgan. Black and red trunks for the American from Ohio, Julian Lane. On the entry, big swings from Kazgan. That took Lane off his striking line. Lane staying patient on the outside, trying to work off the one. Here's the hook entry from Kazgan. Lane feinted with the right hand. On the left hand, chest miss from Kazgan. Kazgan loading up early, Chris. Big shots to the inside from the half-time club. Lane circling out Kazgan in immediately.
Step back,
You can see the speed right there from Kazgan. He's very fast out there. Looks like it's much faster than Julian Lane at this point.
Separation with some difficulty by referee Andrew Glang. Kazgan entry on the overhand right, flurry again to the inside. Kazgan being very physical in the clinch. Lane short right hands to the head.
Step back. Let him go. Let him
Again,
go.
the separation with some difficulty. Now the push off from Kazgan. Kazgan back in the center circle. Wide stance for Lane. Lane twice now on the feint. Lane on the double jab. Kazgan off balance into the ropes, and Kazgan cut inside corner of his left eye. Lane on the level change right to the body from Julian Lane.
Keep seeing Julian Lane. He's like looking over at the TV, the monitor right there, to see what's going on with his opponent.
35 seconds remaining, round number 1. Left hook from Kazgan. The jab from Kazgan, more good shots on the floor. Right to the body from Lane. Lane continuing to keep this fight moving. In the welterweight division, our co-main event. Closing stages, round number 1 now. Forward pressure from Julian Lane. Half-time club from Kazgan. More shots on the inside. Lane snatches the underhook.
Let him go. Let him go. Let him go.
Lane trying to get the separation. He does so. There's the bell. We are through the opening round.
Okay? Understand? Okay. Work behind the stick. Body head. Body head. Okay? Work down, go up. Work down, go up. Your hands come up high, you go downstairs. All right? Take another deep breath.
I love what the corner is telling Kazgan right there. Double jab your way inside. You cannot just start with the bottom. You got to work your way in first. That's when you're gonna land it. When you have his hands up and then you can't see where the punch is coming from. You have to throw that double jab first.
Round number 2. The fighters feigning forward off from scratch, now circling back. Jabbed in the hook from Kazgan. Overhand right, left hook. And circling out, stepping in with the right hand. Kazgan again, forward pressure.
Step back, let him go. Let him go.
Lane hands high and tight in the center circle. Up to the body from Julian Lane. And ever so slightly turning up the temperature here. Round number 2, the right hand, and then the counter right hand drops Julian Lane. Lane saying absolutely not a knockdown, but he's taking the mandatory 8 from Andrew Glang.
I think he's saying that feet were close together with push down.
Ruled a knockdown. It will be scored as such by the 3-4 to judges ringside. Despite the protestations immediately from Julian Lane. 60 seconds remaining, round number 2. Slight slowing now under Lane's left eye. Forward pressure again from Kazgan off the jab. Kazgan again the jab. 18 position, overhook from Lane. That draws the separation from Glenn. Check from Lane. A lot of Turkish flags being waved here in Orlando, Florida. Now the chant of USA in favor of Julian Lane. Short right uppercut from the halftime club from Murat Kazgan. Now Lane forward pressure chest to chest, putting Kazgan against the ropes. Kazgan resetting in the center circle.
Lane's got to start throwing some more punches besides that jab, besides that overhead right. He's got to start throwing combinations out there.
Kazgan trying to counter with the right hand. Staring in the face of Julian Lane. His cut is between his eyes, top of his nose. Now the chant of Murat in favor of Murat Kazgan. We are through 2 rounds.
All you gotta do is turn your hands loose.
Let both of your hands go, son. I mean it. Let both of your hands go. He really cannot fight.
First I thought he was saying it was a push, but I don't think that's what he was saying.
Stay with it. Don't go away from nothing that's working for you.
Saldıramıyor, senden korkuyor. Çok
Lord
güzel.
Pitbull, champ. Lord Pitbull. Your time. Your time.
Check this out. Round 3, guys. Round 3. Here we go. To the line. Step back. Step back. Knuckle out.
Glenn repositioned Brock Cosgon on the scratch line. Round number 3 underway. Hard pressure on the entry from Cosgon.
Right.
Lane again, chest to chest, now driving back Brock Cosgon.
Knuckle out.
This Orlando crowd seems equally split between Cosgon and Lane. Those supporters groups very, very vocal. Overhook now from Cosgon. Lane to the inside.
Step back. Knuckle out.
Cosgon just missing with that rear right uppercut. Pulled it back mid-flight. Cosgon uppercut to the body. Lane around the neck. That again draws the separation from Glenn. Cosgon on the right hook. Lane tipping his head, takes that right hand. More short right hands from Cosgon.
Cosgon's being way more active out there and landing better shots.
Lane on the right hand.
Lane's got his mouth wide open right now. He's gonna close that or couldn't get it broken.
Stiff jab from Julian Lane. Cosgon takes it, waves it forward. Cosgon now forward pressure to the clinch.
Crossface. Knuckle out.
Andrew Glenn telling both fighters don't hold excessively in the clinch. Cosgon on the right hand, left hook. Cosgon, you see, wiping away the blood, the cut in his right brow. Lane on the entry of the turn from Cosgon.
It's a nasty cut over that brow right there.
Then you see Cosgon in a second time now in sequence. Wiping out the blood with his right hand weapon. Doing it again, left hand from Lane.
Lane is targeting that now. He sees that is a problem. He's going to keep going after that.
Blood pouring into the right. Presumably wreaking havoc on his vision in the right eye. Now the medical timeout called by Andrew Glenn. There's a first appearance of the night from Dr. Don Muzi, Chief Medical Officer of BKFC. This fight is over, and the win for Julian Lane. Massive disappointment from Brock Cosgon, and a massive eruption and celebration for Julian Lane.
Ladies and gentlemen, on the advice of our ringside physician, referee Andrew Glenn calls a stop to the fight at 1 minute 53 seconds into round number 3. For your winner by TKO, Julian "Let Me Bang" Lane.
Brock Cosgon is an outright superstar in his native Turkey, and he is a world-class fighter. Julian Lane, and this is 9th bout in BKFC, his 14th fight overall in the sport of bare knuckle fighting. Recorded arguably the biggest win of his bare knuckle career. The end comes from Dr. Don Muzi on that cut. In our co-main event of the evening, the winner by way of third round TKO due to physician stoppage, Julian Lane defeats Brock Cosgon.
Get low for this.
Welcome to the new BKFC app. Get monthly BKFC events for $7.99.
This is the best show in combat sports.
Enjoy our all-new library of content, including behind-the-scenes access, exclusive BKFC original series, and additional live bare-knuckle fights from around the globe. Knuckle up with the new BKFC app, only $7.99 per month. Brace yourself for the world's most exciting combat sport. Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship is back Saturday, November 9th. In the main event, the undefeated and outspoken world champ King Kai Stewart defends his title against a combat sports vet who has his eyes set on the world title, Jimmie "El Terra" Rivera. In the co-main event, it's Alfredo Angulo versus Julian "Let Me Bang" Lane, plus 10 other bare knuckle fights. Watch history unfold live only on DAZN. Sign up now at DAZN.com.
A really intriguing fight for you now in the middleweight division. The numbers presented by Grunt Style Apparel. For Alfredo Angulo versus Jeremiah Riggs.
Even though there's only a 1 inch height difference, for Jeremiah Riggs. He does have a significant 4-inch reach advantage. We've talked about having a reach advantage, utilizing it. Riggs does a great job of staying long and coming in with that hard right hand. He needs to utilize that because Angulo is a beast at getting in the mid-range and landing those hard shots.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are set for the next fight of the night. Scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds in the middleweight division. Presented to you by Grunt Style Apparel, America's patriotic apparel leader. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner. Tonight he wears white and gold. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall. His official weight, an even 171 pounds. His BKFC record stands at 2 victories opposite a single defeat with 1 no contest. Fighting out of Vicksburg, Mississippi, here is Jeremiah Big Rig Riggs. And across the ring, his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. Tonight he wears black and silver. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall. His official weight, 171.7 pounds. His impressive pro boxing record stands at 26 victories opposite 8 defeats, and tonight makes his anticipated debut. He is the former light middleweight world champion, fighting out of Los Angeles, California, by way of Mexicali, Baja California, Mexico. Damas y caballeros, presentando Alfredo El Perro Angulo. And our referee in charge of the action, Mike Beltran.
Jeremiah Riggs told us, I have to land hard and early to set the tone of bare knuckle versus Alfredo Angulo. Round number 1, black trunks for Angulo, white trunks for Riggs. Double jab, hard to the body, and the hard entry from Jeremiah Riggs. Big shots on the inside. Riggs exactly where he wants to be, snatching the half-tie front. Big shot with the right hand, Angulo covering up. Huge right hands from Riggs. Angulo trying to turn. More shots from Riggs on the inside. Riggs again with the right hand. Huge shots from Riggs from the half-tie plug. Warning of the hair pull by referee Mike Beltran. Riggs continuing to throw with the right hand. One-way traffic at the moment. There's the uppercut. Angulo trying to fire back with the right hand. Riggs exactly where he wants to be. More right hands from Jeremiah Riggs. Onslaught of shots from Riggs. Angulo still standing still, taking these punches.
Riggs is just dominating this fight.
Angulo trying to fire back. Angulo against the ring ropes. Angulo was standing that initial onslaught, but here's the second onslaught. More right hands from Riggs from the half-tie front. Clean right hand. Mike Beltran taking a really close look. Angulo still standing on this onslaught.
Riggs has got to be careful not to punch himself out, gas himself out with his arms.
The catering in drives Jeremiah Riggs against the complete flow of this fight. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The count of 10. Remarkable comeback from Alfredo Angulo.
Riggs was in complete control of that, just straight domination. I think he punched himself out, Sean. He got tired. One shot is all it took. This is bare knuckle. What an explosive start. The entire fight was explosive.
Chris, I'll call it now. That is the biggest comeback in BKFC history.
Unbelievable. I thought they were going to stop the fight. I thought Riggs had a couple chances to step back, land one final shot that would have ended the night. Just walked into a right hand. Caught him right on the chin to that punch. Angulo, what a job by Angulo just to weather that storm. He took so many hard shots. Continued to get hit. Just waited for his time, landed one clean punch, one right hand. Jeremiah Riggs walked right into it. What an amazing finish.
class from Jeremiah Riggs in defeat. He must have felt that he was literally one punch away for about 20 seconds from winning this fight. And the former WBO interim 154-pound world champion shows his heart, his character, and his class in his BKFC debut. Incredible come from behind win for Alfredo Angulo.
What a chin, and not only that, being able to deal with that kind of onslaught and then having the wherewithal to take a little step back, throw a counter right hand as your opponent walks into. Amazing job by Angulo.
This is my career across all combat sports. I've called over 5,000 fights. I think that's my favorite. We go to Jeff Newsted.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee in charge, Mike Beltran, reaches the count of 10 at 1 minute 33 seconds into round number 1. For your winner by KO, Alfredo El Perro Angulo.
Jeremiah Riggs literally won every second of this middleweight bout until the final punch was landed, and that was landed with that beautiful right hand by Alfredo Angulo. Game, set, match. Victorious by way of first round KO, Alfredo Angulo defeats Jeremiah Riggs. the greatest event in the history of BKFC.
There is no show in the world like the BKFC. Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship is presented by Bucked Up Energy Drink. Welcome to Billings, Montana, the Magic City, an area rich in resources and history, and tonight it will be rich in violence. Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship is back at the Metro Park, the first interstate arena for our second BKFC on DAZN Mega Show. And the action begins tonight with our preview. The first 3 fights come to you 100% free, and we have some solid scraps in there, including a women's bout that will bring the energy. Alfredo Angulo made an incredible impression on everybody with his comeback victory at Knucklemania 4. But Angulo's fierceness might just be matched with his opponent tonight, a tried and true BKFC vet, Julian "Let Me Bang" Lane. And young brass featherweight champion Kai Stewart is interested in one thing: the biggest and best contenders the BKFC can throw at him. Insert Jimmie Rivera, a durable UFC standout that embraced BKFC to the tune of a 2-1 record, ready to become world champion in Kai Stewart's backyard. And we are live here in the first interstate arena here at the Metro Park in Billings, Montana, Big Sky Country. We love being here in Montana for our second big show on the DAZN platform. Of course, we had a lot to follow up with this one, so a lot to live up to, but you're gonna get it tonight, guaranteed. Last time you saw us on DAZN, we were in a bullfighting arena in Marbella, Spain. An incredible night of fights, 3 title fights, a little Conor McGregor mixed in there. It was a fun night in Spain, which brings us to this, the big night in Billings, and of course the rest of the year. Folks, here in just 2 weeks, we're gonna be in the City of Angels. It is BKFC Fight Night Los Angeles. You'll see that on the BKFC app. And as we move into December 6th, that's right, first time in the state of Georgia, we are in hot Atlanta for BKFC 69. You see the card, 2 big matchups there on top. It's going to be a fully stacked card in GA. You'll also see that on the BKFC app. And the next time you see us on DAZN, it's in Hollywood, Florida for a big night. The BKFC app, let's talk about it. $7.99 gets you the all-access pass. It's going to get you those live events, of course, and you're going to get all of the BKFC archives, exclusive video like the Bare Knuckles show. So much to get on that BKFC app, and what a value at $7.99. But for tonight, currently you're in the free view, but if you want to watch the entire show tonight, including that championship main event, then you need to get the DAZN app right now. And they're giving you a great incentive to do so. 50% off all subscriptions. That's on the DAZN app. Follow that link, and of course, be a part of history tonight here in Billings, Montana. What a night it is going to be. At this time, let's check in with our ringside commentary team of Sean Whitlock and Chris Lytle. Gentlemen, this main event should be one to remember.
Cyrus, thank you very much. Chris, Kai Stewart is, of course, BKFC's youngest world champion at 24 years old.
And he is the champ for one reason. He's been able to weaponize pace and wear people down. He does a great job of that.
Kai Stewart made his BKFC debut here in Billings, Montana, October 2021. It was also Kai Stewart's professional combat sports debut. His bout versus Derek Gage was the opening prelim on the card. Stewart recorded an emphatic first-round TKO win in this fight. April 2022, Kai Stewart in his home city, Great Falls, Montana, versus Daniel Gary. A first-round knockout win for Kai Stewart in 70 seconds. And in celebration, Kai Stewart gave us a first look at his very big personality. December of last year, Kai Stewart's first fight is BKFC's 145-pound world champion. The opponent, one of the absolute best in all of BKFC, Howard Davis. Stewart with the unanimous decision win. And Kai Stewart's most recent bout this past June versus undefeated challenger Brian Duran. Stewart knocking down Duran twice in the fight. The first knockdown coming in round number 2. Kai Stewart with the unanimous decision victory and his second successful title defense.
Sean, Kai Stewart started off a great wrestler. He's no longer a wrestler. He's a bare-knuckle fighter and a good one.
Chris, our main event, Kai Stewart, now his third fight as BKFC's 145-pound world champion versus Jimmie Rivera. For Jimmie Rivera, he's had 4 fights in BKFC, 11 in the UFC.
Great credentials for both these fighters. Very good fight, a great matchup, a great main event. Very tough to call.
BKFC uses the unified rules of bare-knuckle fighting. There is no 3 knockdown rule. All kicks, knees, and elbows are illegal. Punching in the active clinch is allowed. We open tonight here in Billings, Montana with a bout at 135 pounds. AJ Craig versus Eli Jamerson. Our tale of the tape is presented by Bucked Up Energy Drink.
And Sean Jamerson having a 2-inch height advantage, but it's a 3-inch reach advantage he wants to utilize. He likes to stay long, he likes to stay outside, fluid, move. Craig has to get inside, land those power shots.
Eli Jamerson now set for his bare-knuckle fighting championship debut. Jamerson has had 2 pro MMA bouts, 1 in professional kickboxing. Eli Jamerson told us in our fighter meeting he feels he is extremely athletic. He said, I have a very unconventional style. I'm an extremely creative striker and mover. Jamerson is naturally right-handed. He told us, I will keep switching stances. I will be very unpredictable throughout this fight.
Feels like he's a great counter striker, but he wants to use a lot of in and out motion, a lot of angles, constant movement. He doesn't want to let his opponent know where it's going to be and keep him confused at all times.
Of his opponent in this bantamweight bout, AJ Craig, Jamerson said, I think he is going to throw heavy, wide punches. I have to keep moving my feet, keep landing quick punches from very unconventional angles as Craig comes directly forward.
Feels like he's going to have way more skill than his opponent. If his opponent gets in, lands that clinch, he wants to work the body hard, get back out.
Fighting here in his home city, Billings, Montana, AJ Craig is now set for his BKFC debut. Craig is 1-0 in pro MMA. At our fighter meeting, Craig told us, I am always assessing my opponent. I never lock myself into one set game plan. I want to be fluid.
Not only that, he wants to constantly adapt, change as his fighter changes, make sure he can fight at all aspects. He can be inside, outside, whatever it takes, he's prepared to go and do.
As Eli Jamerson, who is naturally right-handed, told us he will keep switching stances in this fight. AJ Craig, who is naturally right-handed, told us the same. Craig said, switch of stances, continual movement, and I will land combinations from both southpaw and orthodox.
Really feels like concentrating on that footwork. That gets him that in and out style. Feels like he's very confident because he trains with a lot of high-level competition. He feels like that's going to be one of the difference in this fight.
Craig said, I will move, I will keep bouncing, I will continually come forward off of angles. As Jamerson said, I want to showcase my creativity. AJ Craig also told us, I want to showcase my creativity.
Well, part of his creativity, he feels like he understands, he's watched, he knows where his strengths are. He wants to push his opponent up against the rope, push him back, do a lot of body work, control the range. If he can get his opponent back against the ropes, limit where he can move, he's going to dominate in that close, tight space.
To get our evening started, we send it into the ring with the always outstanding Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to you and welcome one and all to the First Interstate Arena here in Billings, Montana. And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to BKFC on DAZN, Montana. BKFC for review begins tonight with 5 2-minute rounds in the bantamweight division. Presented to you by Bucked Up Energy Drink. Get bucked up. Introducing to you first, Fighting out of the red corner, tonight he wears white and gold. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall. His official weight, 134.8 pounds. He holds an MMA record of 3 fights, and tonight makes his BKFC debut. Fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, here is Eli Snapdragon Jamerson. And across the ring, his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. Tonight he wears black. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall. His official weight, 134.2 pounds. He holds an undefeated MMA record at 1-0, and tonight makes his BKFC debut. Fighting out of Billings, Montana, here is AJ A-Train Craig. And our referee in charge of the action, Andrew Glenn.
AJ Craig told us, I respect the speed, the flurries of my opponent, Eli Jamerson. I cannot allow Jamerson to set his feet. The bell, round number 1. Black trunks for AJ Craig, white trunks for Eli Jamerson. High and tight for Craig, trying to come forward, now resetting on the outside. Immediately, you see the creativity and movement from both men. Switch step forward from Craig, overhand right from Jamerson. Overhand left from AJ Craig coming to the inside.
You can see Jamerson really winging those punches.
Trying to work off the jab. Tall stance for Jamerson, listed at 5'8" to Craig's 5'6". There's the duck under the roll through from AJ Craig. Overhand right, landed from Jamerson.
I said those punches from Jamerson coming from odd angles, and they're very powerful, but he's got to be careful throwing that hard. He might tire himself out.
Separation from Andrew Glenn, right back to it, right back to the jab. On the forward step comes AJ Craig. Counter right hand from Jamerson. The left hand. Yes, both fighters talked about creativity. We're seeing the creativity in the movement, in the punch selections, in the punch angles.
Craig can get inside and push his opponent against ropes like he talks about. He can slow him down with some body work.
Saw some driving pressure from Jamerson. Good exit from Craig. Craig literally leaping in with that jab. The idea was there off the mark. Overhand right, left hand, and that drops AJ Craig.
Very quick punch. Hard to see that
6,
in that mix,
7,
but it landed clean.
8, 9.
Up at 9 is AJ Craig.
You want to fight? You want to fight? You say yes or no.
No, he doesn't want to fight.
Step over here.
He said he's very hesitant about that.
Knuckle!
He pulled his mouthpiece out. This fight might be over. Oh!
Andrew Glenn stops this fight, and victory for Eli Jamerson in his BKFC debut.
I mean, that was 100% on Craig. He didn't give him an immediate yes. After he was stopped over, he took his mouthpiece out. You cannot do that if you want this fight to continue.
Very sporting from Eli Jamerson. He saw that Craig was readjusting his mouthpiece. Jamerson paused. Andrew Glenn said, "You are not ready," and this fight is over.
And that landed right on the teeth, I think. That's what did the damage. You can see that Jamerson landed that right hand, and Craig did not like what it felt like.
Eli Jamerson told us he has been studying capoeira. In celebration, there is some capoeira for the Montanan, now based in Las Vegas, Eli Jamerson. Again, at the end of the fight, so Andrew Glenn wants an affirmative yes from AJ Craig. Craig dropped, getting up at 9. Then Craig continuing to adjust his mouthpiece. In that situation, it's the restart. You have to be ready. Craig was not ready. That's why Andrew Glenn stopped this fight. The protestation, Chris, from AJ Craig, but fair play. Jamerson paused. It was time to go, and Craig was not ready.
Craig, he asked Craig, I need a yes or no, because he said, do you want to fight? He didn't say yes. That's always a telling thing right there. And then when he finally said, yes, I will fight, he said, step over here to the left. He stepped over and immediately pulled his mouthpiece out. You're not ready to fight. You're trying to buy more time. The referee's not dealing with that. He gave you you want to fight, you're supposed to say yes. And if not, he's already ready to stop that fight. He's just waiting for an excuse. Craig just gave it to him.
Eli Jamerson could have stepped forward and thrown punches. Instead, he sportingly waited. That was the end of the fight. The win for Eli Jamerson. Here's Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee in charge, Andrew Glenn, steps in calling a stop to this fight at 1 minute 39 seconds into round number 1. For your winner by TKO, Eli Snapdragon JAMERSON.
Huge win for Jamerson. You can tell he was very nervous coming in this fight, didn't know what to expect. Really showed a lot of skill, speed, and just great ability to land hard shots.
Both fighters told us in their respective fighter meetings they wanted to embrace unconventionality, unpredictability, and creativity. We saw some from both, but that short right hand, the knockdown to the finish. Victorious by way of first round TKO, Eli Jamerson defeats AJ Craig.
Fight fans of Hollywood.
Sends Johnny Escobosa to the camera.
I'm already the fucking champ, man. Period.
Sean, I'm telling you, there's just a difference when Faria hits you.
And Christine B. Sands now 3-0 in BKFC.
Saturday, November 23rd marks a night of explosive action as the world's most exciting combat sport, Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship, presents BKFC Fight Night Los Angeles. In the main event, the undefeated Ruben Bad Boy War vows to stay on the winning track as he knuckles up with the fierce Ukrainian sensation who's always looking for a fight, Bovar the Gladiator Konnikov. Plus 10 more mind-blowing fights. Watch all the Smash Mouth action live on the BKFC app. Download it now at bkfc.com.
In the cruiserweight division, Leo BERCIER versus Drew NOLAN. Our tale of the tape is presented by OnlyFans.
And Sean, it is that 5-inch reach advantage that BERCIER wants to utilize. He likes to get right into the mid-range, stay there, and just land hard shots. NOLAN has to continue to find a way to get inside if he wants to do any damage to Leo BERCIER.
2 fights in BKFC for Drew NOLAN. His most recent occurred August of last year when he defeated Marcus Suarez by second-round TKO.
Suarez, a very tough fighter. NOLAN did a great job of just continuing to get better, look at this, putting his hands down, very confident with his ability, finding the right range, getting in, landing hard shots, just ducking down, biting down the mouthpiece, doing whatever you have to do to win this fight. Did much better in his second fight. You feel like he really understands this sport much more, understands range, pacing, did a great job his second fight, looking to improve on his third.
Drew NOLAN now set for fight number 3 in BKFC. He's had 5 pro boxing matches, 1 in pro MMA. Drew NOLAN, very direct in our fighter meeting. He said, I really respect Leo BERCIER. There is no easy route to victory for me in this fight. I'm going to have to really grind out a very tough win. In doing so, NOLAN said, I have to be active with my jab. Constant level changes, I have to keep moving, and I cannot allow myself to get tense.
Well, he needs lots of lateral movement, side to side. He can't go straight forward, in and out, be linear against BERCIER, but he also needs a very fast start and a fast-paced tempo if he's going to win this fight.
NOLAN told us, I know that Leo BERCIER has very big punching power. NOLAN said, I believe, though, that BERCIER sometimes will gas himself out by throwing heavy shots. That's why I have to keep moving. NOLAN said, I will move forward and laterally, but I will not move backwards in this fight.
Well, he wants to frustrate his opponent. He cannot let BERCIER be comfortable and sit back and pick his shots. He knows how good he is at that. He wants to constantly pressure.
4 fights in BKFC and 4 wins in BKFC for Leo BERCIER. His most recent victory occurred February of this year when he defeated Steve Townsend by 4th round TKO.
What a veteran as a combative athlete. BERCIER has had so many fights, so relaxed, just gets into his range and just doesn't rush it. So but look at that, even on tough chin and head, he got hit and he hurt his opponent's hand. And just the professional look at him. He doesn't even want to fight his opponent anymore. Doesn't want to hurt him because he's such a good guy. Man, this guy is very skilled, understands range, pacing, just a veteran of all combative sports.
Leo BERCIER now set for his 7th bout in BKFC. He's had 29 in pro boxing, 31 in pro MMA. BERCIER was a cast member season 17 of The Ultimate Fighter. Leo BERCIER, really one of the nicest people in all of BKFC, always so calm and considerate in our fighter meeting. He said, I have to establish myself in the mid-range, hard jabs. BERCIER said, my primary focus in this fight against Drew Nolan is picking correct punches.
He wants to counter when he has to, but just what you said, Sean, wait for the right time. Don't force anything. Opportunities are going to be there. Wait for those holes. Capitalize when you see them. Make your opponent pay.
Here's Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are set for the next fight of the night, scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds in the Cruiserweight division, presented to you by OnlyFans. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner, tonight he wears green and black. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall. His official weight, 203.7 pounds. His BKFC record stands at 1 victory opposite a single defeat. Fighting out of Schenectady, New York, here is Drew Hardbody Nolan. And across the ring, his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. Tonight he wears red, white, and blue. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall. His official weight, 205.7 pounds. His BKFC record stands at 4 victories opposite 2 defeats. Fighting out of Great Falls, Montana, here is Leo Bushido BERCIER. And our referee in charge of the action, Big Dan Mergliano.
Leo BERCIER told us, I believe Drew Nolan, immediately off of scratch, is going to come straight forward. I'm going to take a half step back and land a hard counter. Round number 1. He would start off of scratch for Drew Nolan. He's in the black and green trunks, blue and white trunks for Leo BERCIER. BERCIER, as he told us he would, sitting on the outside, looking for the counter. Here's the counter right hand. Big swings to the surprise of no one, including BERCIER from Nolan. Now a hard shot to right hand, and that drops Drew Nolan. Hold the slip by Dan Mergliano, right back to it. There's a big right hand from BERCIER. Overhand, right, left hand, that's a clean knockout with the left to the body.
And that did damage. You can see Nolan very hurt. Oh, he hops up fast. He's got to be careful. Hopping up that fast.
Someone theatrically getting up off the canvas is Drew Nolan.
You might want to be careful the way he does that. If he gets hit one more time, he's going to be badly hurt.
To the inside comes Nolan. More hold, 15 remaining, round number 1. The restart from Mergliano. Short left hand from BERCIER. Dipping his head is Nolan. Nolan still swinging big. Ooh. Right hand after his back went against the ropes. BERCIER left hand. Leo BERCIER right hand knockdown number 2.
Now let's see if Nolan jumps up again. I bet he's going to wait till they can jump up fast.
Up at 7 is Drew Nolan.
Nolan's showing his toughness. These punches doing so much damage from Leo.
BERCIER feeling he's in full control. We'll see how hard now Leo BERCIER goes for the finish. 4 big uppercuts from the halftime club. More rear right uppercuts from BERCIER. Nolan showing his toughness, staying chest to chest. Right hand, and that's knockdown number 3.
4, 5, 6, 7.
Nolan shaking his head no. The count of 10. Win number 5 with emphasis in BKFC for Leo BERCIER.
Just showing that veteran attitude that Leo BERCIER has. He waits for the right time. He doesn't panic when you rush him. He doesn't panic when he gets hit. Waits for the right time and unloads.
A quality win for Leo BERCIER against a very tough and game opponent in Drew Nolan.
It's a great thing to have a chin like Leo BERCIER. It gives you a lot of confidence when people come out throwing hard shots. You can take them and just keep coming forward. Leo knows how tough he is and just stays relaxed. That's so important in fighting. The more you waste energy, the tired you get. And a tired fighter, that's the worst thing you want to deal with right there. If you're tired and you gas yourself out, worst feeling in the world.
Nolan told us he would definitely throw high volume, and he did. BERCIER was expecting an explosive start off of scratch from Nolan. Nolan was muted off of scratch, but then started to explode in. BERCIER, as he told us he would in our fighter meeting, sat back, landed the counters, moved to the mid-range, and then turned up the pressure. 3 knockdowns to the KO for Leo BERCIER.
And BERCIER, he's just such a veteran And that being relaxed, that being able to take everything in and not waste any energy. Like I said, if you're in there as a fighter and you gas out, that we've talked about the worst feeling in the world. You always want to make sure that never happens. You'll do anything to make sure it doesn't happen. Leo understands how to avoid that by just staying calm the entire time.
We talk about Leo BERCIER being such a nice person. He just came over to our commentary position, Chris, to acknowledge us celebrating this victory, but in a very first-class style. Here is Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight comes to an end with our referee in charge, Big Dan Mergliata, reaching the count of 10 at 1 minute 42 seconds into round number 1. For your winner by KO, Leo Bushido BERCIER.
And Leo just continues to show his evolution as a fighter. Why he's so good at it is because so much experience and stays so relaxed.
Drew Nolan told us emphatically there's no easy route to victory for me against Leo BERCIER. I will have to grind out a win. Nolan tried to grind on the inside, high volume, but just no answer for the power and the precision as well as the patience from Leo BERCIER. 3 knockdowns to the finish. The winner by way of first round KO, Leo BERCIER defeats Drew Nolan.
Fight fans of Hollywood.
Sends Johnny Escobosa to the canvas.
I'm already the fucking champ, man. Period.
Sean, I'm telling you, there's just a difference when Faria hits you.
And Christine Vicente now 3-0 BKFC.
Friday, December 6th, the world's most exciting combat sport, Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship, finally debuts in Georgia. In the main event, 2 titans prepare for battle as combat sports vet Keith Rockstar Richardson steps into the squared circle against the undefeated knockout artist Michael Larimore. In the co-main event, fan favorite Joe Hitman 187 Elmore is ready to unleash his ferocious style when he fights the man ready to make a statement, Derek Superman Finley. Watch it live on the BKFC app. Download it at bkfc.com.
And we are live from the First Interstate Arena in Billings, Montana. BKFC on DAZN, brought to you by Buck Dubs, OnlyFans, Grunt Style Apparel, and Forged Irish Stout. Look at that beautiful scenery. You gotta love it. The Rocks is just a gorgeous area here in Big Sky Country. It lives up to all the hype. If you've never been here, get to Montana, see this in person. Absolute beauty, this part of the country. Me personally, you probably at home agree, there's some beauty inside of that ring as well. We've been having a lot of fun here. First 2 fights, incredible big finishes, just what you expect here from the BKFC. And of course, you can expect a lot more tonight on the full main card, including our championship main event tonight. Of course, we want you to pick that up on the DAZN app. That's how you watch every bit of it. Get on the DAZN app. You can stream it to any device, stream it to your television. You're going to get the entire show tonight. And as far as the subscriptions, I know for a fact they're doing a pre-Black Friday sale right now, 50% off all subscriptions. Hit the QR code, get signed up tonight. You'll see the entire night tonight. You'll also get signed up there, and you're going to get our incredible show in Hollywood, Florida, December 21st as well. Let's talk about that schedule, because a lot to be excited about. In just 2 weeks' time, we're going to be back in California, in Los Angeles. It's Fight Night Los Angeles. Hanukkah taking on War. Going to be a tremendous bout on top of the card. Also, some big surprises. Nice little stacked card there in LA. Let's take a look at December, where we're going to finish up our 2024. December 6th, as you can see, Larimore taking on Keith Richardson there in the main event. Joe Elmore, the Hitman, is back taking on Finley. That's BKFC 69 in Atlanta. You'll be able to watch that on the BKFC app. And finally, we will wrap up the year right here on DAZN. Warren and Richmond for the title. Vicente taking up Faria for her championship. The BKFC app. We talked about Atlanta. We talked about 2 weeks from now in Los Angeles. That's how you're going to see those fights. $7.99. You really can't even get a value meal for that these days. That's going to get you all of those live events as well as all the archives, exclusive video footage. It's all on the BKFC app. Don't miss out. Every show that we put out here, if it's a fight night, a prospect series, or one of these main numbered events, any of them are always 100% electricity right there on the BKFC app, right here on the DAZN app tonight. Fun prelims tonight here, folks, but of course, we're gonna amp things up to the next level when we go live on DAZN at the top of the hour. That's right, BKFC on DAZN. As you can see, we have not been short on excitement tonight. Look at these finishes, beautiful work. BERCIER, the crowd was chanting his name, and now coming up, it is your final fight here on the Freeview, right here with your prelim bouts, and it is going to be fun. The ladies are taking the main stage next. It's your last fight of the Freeview coming up next.
Fight fans of Hollywood.
Sends Joey Escobar to the camera.
I'm already the fucking champ, man. Period.
Shot, I'm telling you, there's just a difference when Faria hits you. And Christine Vicente now 3-0 in BKFC.
Saturday, November 23rd marks a night of explosive action as the world's most exciting combat sport, Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship, presents BKFC Fight Night Los Angeles. In the main event, the undefeated Ruben Bad Boy War vows to stay on the winning track as he knuckles up with the fierce Ukrainian sensation who's always looking for a fight, Bovar the Gladiator Konnikov. Plus 10 more mind-blowing fights. Watch all the Smash Mouth action live on the BKFC app. Download it now at bkfc.com.
In the women's strawweight division, Natalie Gage versus Gabrielle Roman. You see the numbers, they are presented by Forge Irish Stout.
And Sean, there's a 3-inch height and reach advantage for Gabe. She definitely wants to utilize that staying long, but it is a 3-pound weight, overweight position for Roman. That's really the thing, is like not sure why she was overweight, if there's a training camp issue or just an improper weight cut.
3 fights in BKFC for Gabrielle Roman, including July of last year when she defeated Martina Cruel by first-round TKO.
And Sean, nobody wanted to fight Cruel at this point with that long jab, very tough. But Gabrielle didn't mind. She came in and landed hard shots. She waited for her time to shine, and as soon as she landed her hard punches, you can tell why she has complete faith in her ability to hit hard and her power. As soon as she landed punches, you can see Cruel did not like it at all. Really crumbled her with those shots. Roman is very tough and a very skilled fighter, looking to come in and really do a great job of getting back in the win column.
Natalie Gage made her BKFC debut this past May. She defeated Sarah Click by second-round TKO.
You can just see the technical boxing side of Natalie Gage. Doesn't want to get inside, mix it up, turn this into a nasty fight. She wants to box. She wants to stay in her range, land the hard punches, good jab, land the 1-2s, but she definitely feels like she has the dog in her. When she needs to, she will bite down on the mouthpiece and just throw punches. You can see this was a great fight for her first one. Both fighters bleeding, continuing to come at it through each other. I absolutely love this fight. Looking forward to seeing Natalie Gage fight again.
Natalie Gage enters 1-0 in BKFC. She was 3-1 in her AMI MMA career, 15-4 in AMI boxing. Gage told us, I want to utilize excellent head movement in this fight. Gabrielle Roman said, I cannot hesitate. Gage in her fighter meeting told us the same thing. I have to be active, I cannot pause, I cannot hesitate. Gage also told us she wants a very aggressive start while still being sound defensively.
That was the thing. She makes sure her defense is better. Understand this point, you can't get hit. Moving her head, blocking, using the footwork, in and out motion. Don't stand in front of your opponent.
Of her opponent, Gabrielle Roman, Natalie Gage said, I believe that Roman will sit back, continually and smartly wait for openings, and then be very aggressive when she sees those openings. Gage said, therefore, it's paramount that I continually control the pace in this fight.
She feels like she's going to be faster and stronger. The main thing, she cannot let Gabrielle Roman feel comfortable at any time in this fight.
Here is Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are set for the next fight of the night, scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds in the women's strawweight division. Presented to you by Forged Irish Stout. Not here to take part, here to take over. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner, tonight she wears black and white. She stands 5 feet 3 inches tall, her official weight, an even 119 pounds. Her BKFC record stands at 1 victory opposite a single defeat with 1 fight even. Fighting out of Perth Amboy, New Jersey, here is Gabrielle Roman. And across the ring, her opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. Tonight she wears black. She stands 5 feet 6 inches tall. Her official weight, 115.6 pounds. She is undefeated in the squared circle at 1-0. Fighting out of Indianapolis, Indiana. Here is the undefeated Natalie Gage. And our referee in charge of the action, Blake Grice.
Natalie Gage told us,
all right, ladies, let's
continual straight punches, head to body, body to head throughout.
Knuckle up!
Round number 1. Black trunks for Natalie Gage, black and white trunks for Gabrielle Roman. Active jab from Gage to the inside, Roman to the body. That was clever. Roman now to the mid-range. The right hand, then the left hand. Clever 2-1 from Gage.
See, Roman wants to be outside, moving her head, being elusive. Gage wants to just come inside with straight shots.
And just landed that rear left hand from southpaw. See the very active lead hand of Gabrielle Roman. The circling from Natalie Gage. Gage again throwing the 2-1. House in the step of Gabrielle Roman. Good left hand from Roman. Gage took that exceedingly well. It was a clean shot landed to the chin by Roman. And on the jab. 1:15 remaining, round number 1. We are in the women's strawweight division.
You can already see Natalie Gage trying to land to the body.
1-2 off the mark from Roman. Gage tall stance on the outside, again throwing the 2 before the 1. Hard jab from Roman just off the mark. Roman now resetting. Straight punch right back from Roman. Gage now coming forward, the right hand on the inside. Hard to the body goes Natalie Gage. Separation from Blake Grice right back to it.
Kind of like the work they were doing inside.
Gage looking to the body with that rear right hand.
You already get the feel when inside, I feel like Natalie Gage has a strength advantage. She might want to go back to the inside.
Roman again targeting the body of Gage. Overhand left from Gabrielle Roman. Roman now cutting off the ring effectively. There's the right hand on the turn from Natalie Gage. Back and forth we go here in round number 1. Very slight swelling under Roman's left eye. Final seconds, round number 1. Clean left hand from Roman. Roman again off the long left hand. Next stop, round 2.
That was a very entertaining, even round. Both girls showed a lot of poise, a lot of skill, landed hard shots.
Montana has an inactive athletic commission, so tonight's event is being regulated by the Wyoming Commission. They have assigned the judges scoring ringside.
Give me water. Uppercut being thrown by Natalie Gage. This is where I feel like she had the advantage. She looked to be the stronger fighter in the clinch.
How we doing, so when you reach, you come back, you bang, you do. Move forward and bang with her, and push off that back foot. She ain't ready for it, all right?
You can see the very effective head movement from Roman. She did a good job of avoiding a lot of shots and came back with Roman. When Natalie Gage threw punches,
Remember,
Roman
3
countered
or
well.
more, 3 or more.
Natalie Gage still on her stool. See Gabrielle Roman off her stool. Now seconds out called.
Up.
Bryce will call both fighters up to scratch.
All right, ladies, show the line.
Gage and Roman 3 feet apart.
Knuckle up.
Round number 2. Need forward pressure. The orthodox stance for Natalie Gage. Very tall stance for Gage. Chris, we saw often in round number 1, Gage throwing that 2-1. Lead left hook, check left hook from Roman.
Roman does a great job of countering those straight punches from Natalie Gage. Oh, nice
Hard
body
left
shot.
hand from Roman.
But I like the body shot from Gage.
Long jab again. Gage targeting the body, then the head. Gage told us. Head, body, head throughout. Goes hard to the head now, Gabrielle Roman.
Watch your fingers.
Trickling from the nose of Natalie Gage. Roman holding the center circle. With the rear right hand for Natalie Gage. Gage off the jab. Roman to the body. Clever than the right hand in reply. 65 seconds remaining round 2. Left hook not there for Natalie Gage. Roman now coming forward off the flick jab. Switch of stances. Clever from Roman to the inside. Hard clinch from Gage. Bryce keeping this fight moving.
Once again, I like to see Gage utilize that clinch a little bit more often. I feel like she's very strong. Good right hand by Gage.
Right hand getting through, almost a smirk on the face of Roman as she took that punch in acknowledgement. Some blood flowing freely from Gage's nose, especially the left nostril. The left hand, downward right hand, left hook just off the mark from Roman. Gage now stepping to the inside, in the pocket comes Natalie Gage. Gage hard on the half-tie plug. Gage to the body. Good refereeing for Blake Bryce, letting that sequence continue. Final seconds, round number 2. Both fighters continue to have their moments. Switch step from Natalie Gage. Switching stances. Next stop, round number 3. OnlyFans brings you our exclusive look. Back of the house here, First Interstate Arena in Billings, Montana. There is the former WBO junior middleweight world champion Alfredo Angulo, set for his second fight in BKFC. It will be in the middleweight division as he will face the Ultimate Fighter veteran Julian Lane. Lane, a veteran of 24 pro MMA bouts and 15 overall in the sport of bare knuckle. You will see it live tonight, BKFC on DAZN. That is our co-main event, Alfredo Angulo versus Julian Lane. Jam-packed tonight as we have returned to Billings, Montana. We were first here October 2021. Montana has emerged as one of the top BKFC states in all of the United States.
And in this fight, Roman needs to keep staying outside, using that head movement and firing back shots. I'd like to see Gage get in and utilize that clinch. I feel like every time she gets in there, she lands hard shots.
Knuckle up.
Round number 3. Left hand by Roman, just off the mark. Left hook, good duck under, then to the body, Gage. Some stances from Roman. Southpaw from Ortho. With the rear right hand. Good dunk under than the left hand from Roman.
It's a head movement we keep talking about.
Seeing really nice technique from both fighters to this point.
Sean, I remember early when we did our fighter interview, Gage said utilize that clinch. Really wasn't part of the game plan, and it hasn't been. I wish he'd utilize it, though.
He's now circling off of the jab. Just a long parry from Roman. So he'll be doing a flick jab and a parry. Look on the face of Roman. I believe she told Gage, let's engage. Right back from Natalie Gage to set range. Gage now to the mid-range, to the pocket, into the clinch. Right. That's over the neck. That's the reason why Blake Rice broke that clinch.
Like I said, every time Gage gets in, I feel like she can do work.
50 seconds remaining, round 3. Left hook to the body from Gage. Into the body goes Natalie Gage. See the frame from Gabrielle Roman.
Knuckle up!
Oh, knuckle up from Blake Rice. On the jab, hard 1-1-2 from Gage.
And it looks like Roman's starting to slow just a little bit in this round. Gage needs to continue to step on the gas.
Smear of blood now under Gabrielle Roman's left eye. Uppercut entry with the right hand for Natalie Gage. Gage most definitely turning up the temperature here in round number 3. Roman on the outside. There's that long naked 2 from Natalie Gage. Gage talked about straight punches. We're really seeing the straight punches from Gage here in round number 3, Chris. Duck under from Roman. Into the clinch, Gage to the body. Just before the bell, then ends round number 3.
And I felt like that round, you really see the pressure of Natalie Gage, or not necessarily the pressure, but just that continuing relentless throwing punches that's really starting to wear down on Roman. She's gonna have to really suck it up and do something different this round, or Natalie Gage is gonna keep putting on pressure. Okay. Here's Gage with her opponent up against the ropes. Just beautiful right hand, landed clean, but I mean, Roman's just tough as nails. And there's that inside work I continually talk about. But look, I mean, Roman's landing hard punches right back.
No cut, just
this is an excellent fight, Sean. Both these fighters are doing a lot of great work.
Fully agreed, Chris.
I don't need big shots. I need combinations, all right? Tag her, all right? Stop looking for the knockout and just put your hands on her, all right?
You hear the corner of Roman talking about combos. That's what Gabrielle talked about in our fighter meetings. She needs to land combos, but it's so hard to throw combos when you're tired. And I feel like it's just constantly in-your-face pressure that Natalie Gage is applying is doing this, tiring Roman out.
Round number 4. Immediately forward off from scratch, off of the one. That long jab comes Natalie Gage.
And I wouldn't be surprised if the corner of Gage said, you need to push her backwards and wear her down.
Long straight punches, double jab, the entry from Gage.
Man, that was a great counter left hand by Roman.
Soft warning given to Gage by Blake Rice. Gage heavy, that's illegal under this unified bare knuckle rule set. Over the neck of Gabrielle Roman. Right back to it, to the mid-range, to the pocket comes Natalie Gage. Now on the hard underhook, half-top one snapped by Natalie Gage.
Good job by Roman for stopping that tie-up, because Gage really wanted to throw some punches.
See the smear of blood now across the face of Gabrielle Roman. Hard front shoulder now for Natalie Gage. Roman sitting on her back foot. Left hook on the entry. Rights to the body in this active clinch from Natalie Gage. Roman looking to turn effectively. Good rear right uppercut. That was clever from Roman on the turn. Left hand now from Gabrielle Roman.
You can just see the skill of Roman because she's very tired at this point and just continuing to land good punches. I mean, Gage is just all over at this point.
Check left hook from Natalie Gage. Trying to throw the left hand. Short right from Gage. 45 seconds remaining, round 4. Gage again initiating this clinch. Gabrielle Roman with her back against the ropes, trying to frame out.
Turn around. Knuckle up.
Clean combination to the head.
Just pressure being applied the entire time.
On the left hand, left to the body, left to the head goes Natalie Gage.
Roman, once again, just showing so much toughness. Gage is landing a lot of clean punches.
Left hook on the spin from Natalie Gage.
And you just see Roman slowing down measurably in this round.
Big right hand from Natalie Gage again, snatching the halftime from final seconds, round number 4. Roman Roman playing defense on her back foot, switches stances as we move to the fifth.
Hey, we got a cut on the forehead. Sean, these last 2 rounds, you can really see Natalie Gage.
Yeah, you got it. Let me do it.
Roman is cut up.
Gotta be working.
Look,
That's a bad cut.
All right. Okay. Pressure. Put pressure.
And just look at Gage continuing to apply pressure. But man, what a beautiful counter left hand by Roman. But Gage just didn't deter Gage. She continues to come forward, look to land her shots. It's just that relentless pressure that Natalie Gage is able to apply that's making the difference in this fight.
You want to continue?
Are you ready? Hassan, are you ready for the 5th and final
Our colleague Brian Sosha performing this champ. Very knowledgeable crowd here in Billings, Montana. We have reached the 5th and final round. 2 very talented women's 115-pounders, Natalie Gage versus Gabrielle Roman. Bout for both women.
I mean, this has been a war. Both fighters have been in so many good shots.
The final round underway. On the left hand didn't fully commit. And from Roman from the southpaw. Gage, ortho right to the body.
Roman does good early when she still has energy, but as Gage continues to put on this pressure, it just kind of wears Roman down.
The jab on the turn.
We talked about it at the beginning. Gage wants to turn this into a very slick technical boxing match. She's done a great job of doing these last few rounds.
Gage, high tight striking guard, coming forward again. Clever overhand left on the lead left hand from Natalie Gage. Right hand from Gage.
Oh, there's somebody. And Sean, we got to remember, this is only Natalie Gage's 2nd fight. She only did 2 rounds. She's learning so much in this fight.
Gage has really picked up her tempo since the start of round number 3. Roman showing a lot of toughness, a lot of character. But she's also been largely playing defense, Chris, since round number 3.
That's where you can see this difference in pace. Natalie Gage, she should land those right hands to the body.
Both fighters, as you see, cut in the clinch. There's the hand trap, and that will get the separation from Blake Grice. Deep cut. Just above the nose on Gabrielle Roman's face. Great jab from Roman.
Roman doing what she can, but Natalie Gage is all over at this point. I mean, that just shows how much skill and how much will that Roman has. She's doing a great job of just staying in this fight, to be honest with you.
Right hand from Natalie Gage. Left hand right back from Roman. Getting laid here in this fight. 15 seconds remaining, 5th and final round. Good frame from Natalie Gage to create distance and land that rear right hand. Great right hand and the left hook to the body.
And look at that head movement from Gage. Dipping, coming right back with hard shots. Man,
that is the end of the fight. Great respect between Natalie Gage and Gabrielle Roman. Both fighters, as you see, end this bout with lacerations on their face. Gage cut outside of her left eye. Roman was cut just above her nose.
I feel like Natalie Gage, she had a bloody nose from the 1st round all the way through the 5th. But man, I mean, there was no quit in either one of these fighters. That was a very high level, high technical skill fight for these 2 female fighters.
Natalie Gage, Gabrielle Roman going the distance. Again, a reminder, at the top of the hour, our main card begins. You can watch it live on DAZN. Captain Extraordinaire Pat McPherson working on Natalie Gage.
And I'm interested to see how the judges scored this. I felt like definitely the last 3 rounds, Natalie Gage was in control. Roman did some very good, effective counters in the first 2 rounds. So, man.
Talked about the cut above the nose of Gabrielle Roman. It's a deep cut, almost a slice, Chris. Both fighters most definitely having their moments in rounds 1 and 2. Round number 3, Natalie Gage, as she told us she wanted to, started to land long, straight punches, Smart in and out entries, and Gage really turning up the temperature in the third round forward.
And Sean, people don't understand, even if you're not landing punches, when you first start throwing, that wears a fighter down. You're constantly tense. You want to be outside dictating the pace. Gage kept the interface the entire time, and that wore down.
Hard fought, well fought from both Natalie Gage and Gabrielle Roman. Here is Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we go to the decision, let's have a round of applause for these two warriors. After completing the scheduled 5 rounds, our judges at ringside score the fight 48-47, 49-46, and 48-47, all in favor of your winner by unanimous decision, Natalie Gage.
And what a fight for Natalie Gage. In only her second fight, she showed such a good determination and understanding of how to control the range.
Gabrielle Roman winning rounds 1 and 2 on 2 of the 3 judges' scorecards, but then Natalie Gage taking over 3 rounds to 2, 3 rounds to 2, 4 rounds to 1. Now 2-0 in BKFC, the winner by way of unanimous decision. Natalie Gage defeats Gabrielle Roman.
Fight fans of Hollywood!
Sends Joey Escobosa to the camera.
I'm already the fucking champ, man. Period.
I'm telling you, there's just a difference when Faria hits you.
And Christine V. Sands now 3-0 in BKFC.
Saturday, November 23rd marks a night of explosive action as the world's most exciting combat sport, Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship, presents BKFC Fight Night Los Angeles. In the main event, the undefeated Ruben Bad Boy War vows to stay on the winning track as he knuckles up with the fierce Ukrainian sensation who's always looking for a fight, Bovar the Gladiator Konnikov. Plus 10 more mind-blowing fights. Watch all the Smash Mouth action live on the BKFC app. Download it now at bkfc.com.
And here we are in Billings, Montana, the first interstate arena here at the Metro Park in Billings, the Magic City here in Montana. What a crowd. What a great Montana crowd. It doesn't matter if we're in Great Falls, it doesn't matter if we're in Billings, and of course it doesn't matter what any event that we're here. We got the bombshells always, and we got Brian Sosha acting like a madman, throwing out t-shirts, being a crazy person. It's the whole vibe. It's a whole BKFC vibe. What a night it is going to be. The preview was awesome. You got a couple of great finishes, and then, of course, you get that war with the ladies. Natalie Gage getting the victory tonight. What heart by both of those competitors. If you want to be a part of this, you got to get to DAZN. Get the DAZN app. Get signed up. Subscription is going to be 50% off. It's a pre-Black Friday deal. It's right there. Go to DAZN.com/BKFC and we'll get you all hooked up, and you can be a part of history tonight here in Montana, and it's only going to get better from here. From Angulo and Lane, from Stewart to Rivera, that incredible main event for the BKFC Featherweight Championship. In fact, let's go backstage right now. It is going to be your OnlyFans exclusive look. The arrival of King Kai Stewart. Big smile on his face. Always freshly dressed. Got that belt draped on him. Little inspiration from the great Conor McGregor, but you gotta love it. His girlfriend, who actually fought in the amateurs tonight, Kai Stewart's gonna defend that title here on DAZN. He's feeling pretty confident tonight. Speaking of freshly dressed, look at this guy, Jimmie Rivera, straight out of Jersey. It is Rivera looking for his first world championship tonight. It's Stewart, Rivera at the top of the hour here on DAZN.
Fight fans of Hollywood!
Sends Joey Escobosa to the camera.
I'm already the fucking champ, man. Period.
I'm telling you, there's just a difference when Faria hits you.
And Christine V. Sands now 3-0 in BKFC.
Saturday, November 23rd marks a night of explosive action as the world's most exciting combat sport, Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship, presents BKFC Fight Night Los Angeles. In the main event, the undefeated Ruben Bad Boy War vows to stay on the winning track as he knuckles up with the fierce Ukrainian sensation who's always looking for a fight, Bovar the Gladiator Konnikov. Plus 10 more mind-blowing fights. Watch all the Smash Mouth action live on the BKFC app. Download it now at bkfc.com. Tonight, Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship is back in the land where the skies stretch wide and the fighters stretch their limits. Welcome to Big Sky Country, Montana.